Following a path of spiritual refinement or self-cultivation is like a bee making honey. It's an arduous process requiring great diligence and perseverance. In this video, we will revisit plein air artist and Falun Dafa practitioner Mary Byrom, who is every bit as industrious in her career and self-cultivation as that little bee. Mary and her husband Marcus have converted their garage into a cozy and efficient studio for her work.
And this is my winter studio and it's actually a four-season studio. It's my summer studio as well. As I'm outdoors all the time painting, and I come back here to assemble things, to mix paints, to prepare my palette.
Out here in nature, in plein air, this is where Mary sharpens her artistic eye and hones her painting skills.
I'm going to do a very symmetrical composition with this one pool of water in front of me and then the second one off to the right, and then ocean and sand behind that.
Good morning, Mary. Thank you for gracing our Pure Heart Online camera today. Are you still breathing in a lot of clean plein air these days? I can't say it.
Clean plein air. Yeah, I'm still painting outdoors. I'm doing a lot of landscapes. I'm a landscape painter, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And I'm teaching a lot outdoors.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So it's been like around 5 years, I think, from our last interview. Is that about right? Sound right to you?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So can you fill us in now with some broad strokes on your career, the big changes or anything like this that we should know about, or that you'd like to
broad strokes. How much time do you have?
Well, it's up to you.
Yeah, okay. All right. So broad strokes. Okay. What's been happening is I'm a landscape painter, and I've been doing landscapes this whole time. And I have what's changed is I'm teaching a lot, and I'm teaching a lot outdoors, which I really enjoy. And I am. Let me think about other changes. I'm working in a lot of series. A lot of people know, more people know about me now. I do different work that's do a series of, the sea or a series of farms or whatever I'm painting. I'll do things in a series, which I have been before, but now I'm doing it more consistently. And people are buying collections. It's a different kind of situation, yeah.
So when you say people are getting to know you more, how is that coming about? Is it because
it's coming about because of my teaching and because of my collections, the series of paintings that are getting out there. People are collecting me. I have people who are serious collectors.
You're online too, right?
I'm online. I have a website, which I don't always keep it totally up to date because I'm doing so much. I'm running around, but it's good. I have a website, and I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, but Instagram is the place really to find me because I post a lot of pictures on Instagram, and I post videos.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, in my last interview, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. You shared about you suffered a serious accident.
Yes.
And you took about 10 years of therapy after
yes,
that?
Yes. I had an accident where I was hit by a car when I was waiting on a crosswalk in Portsmouth to cross the street, and my bones were knocked hollow, and my knee was liquefied and missing, and I spent about a month in Mass General. I had 10 years of physical therapy. And then I found Falun Gong, and I started practicing Falun Gong, and in about 8 weeks, symptoms were disappearing, and in about a year, everything was gone. I was fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your cultivation in Dafa has brought you some great results too, some dramatic changes too, right?
Yeah, a lot of dramatic changes. I find that it makes my energy really clear, and my mental energy is really clear. I'm really grounded. It makes me, my paintings have a certain quality to them as a result of it, and people talk about it. My collectors talk about my paintings because they have a life of their own in a way. There's a certain energy that emanates from them.
Oh, so yeah, I was going to say being in the natural setting, it probably helps to make you, energize you too. It must have some kind of effect instead of sitting in a dull.
Oh, it's very different. Yeah, it's painting in plein air is a real challenge. One of the things that's really difficult about it is you're dealing with weather conditions, you're dealing with wind, you're dealing with temperature. It affects your paints, how the paints behave. I mostly paint with oils, but I also paint with gouache and acrylics. But mostly with oils outdoors. And I also paint in watercolors, but I do those in my sketchbooks. I paint in my sketchbooks as well, so I do like a lot of work in my sketchbooks, and paintings in my sketchbooks. It's like, you know, the stuff I do in my sketchbooks is sort of like this is done on location. This is all done on location, and this is plein air, and this is watercolor with pen and ink. Okay, so that's like a quick study. This will be a quick study that I do, and then I'll do, you know, the more elaborate kinds of things. This is another quick study that I'll do.
Oh, that's a quick study. Well,
it's a quick study. No, this is like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, this is 20, because one of the things that I do is I work really fast, and I work to capture things in 20 minutes because the light changes. That's part of my training. So doing something as small as that makes it easy to get it in 20 minutes. If I did a really big painting, I wouldn't be able to finish it. So I'm outdoors, and what I'm doing is I'm out in a farm. I'm in a farm in Connecticut, and what was great is they let me come into the farm and go all over and wander everywhere. And so I was basically looking at the cows, and I was sketching cows, and I think there was a donkey that was guarding the cows from coyotes. And all I was doing is walking around. This is pen and ink, and I was doing the pen and ink and drawing them, and then quickly putting watercolor in, right on location. I was standing out there doing it, and then here's the landscape where I was standing on this little dirt road. It was deep into the farm, and I'm just doing the cows as they're going around, and there's sheep way in the back, and crossing the field, and there's a shepherd. You know, it's like, you know, and then here's the sheep. I mean, it's just, you know, really, really great stuff. And then I'm in the marshes. So here I'm in the marshes, and I'm just looking around and just looking at shapes and colors. It was a foggy day, and so I'm just looking at everything and going, okay, and there's pines. You know, and I basically am just taking notes, and this is what I do before I paint in oils. I do all these I do this in pen and ink and color, the color. So I put the color in, and I literally just say, okay, these are the shapes. This is what I'm doing. And I simplify what I'm looking at, and I just put this all in, and then I go and start. After I finish these, I go and I start and paint in oils. So the really nice thing about being outdoors is that it's very immediate, and as a result of being so immediate, I can capture things, and I can get the essence of things. So there's a lot of life in the painting. Oh. And as a result of that, you're really, I mean, it's not like looking at a photograph. A photograph is, you know, a machine has taken and recorded nature. I'm recording nature, and it's coming through me, and then out of my hands onto the canvas. Oh. Yeah, so it's a whole different thing. I teach plein air out in the field, and what I do is I teach the students to pay attention, to slow down, to record what's around them, and then they record it in their sketchbooks. They do sketches, and then from the sketches they look at their sketches, and then from the sketches they then go and do paintings, and they do this all right on location.
Oh, among your students, are there any budding artists?
Yes. There are some really good. I have some great students, really great students, and some of them are doing very well. And as a matter of fact, I think some of them are going to do quite well.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm happy with that.
Well, thank you very much for sharing this with us today, Mary.
You're welcome.
Very great. Okay. I hope we do this again sometime, maybe in the next few years.
Sure.
Yeah, all right. Great. Thanks again.
Okay.